Good. Let's go into our Wuji stance. Feet shoulder width apart. Knees slightly bent. Hips slightly forward. Drop your shoulders. Let them relax. Feel like the top of the head is being lifted upward. Elongate the spine. Breathe in and out through the nose. Tuck the chin in just a little bit. Bring the arms around front. If you can remember to, and it's not really important, it's just an added benefit, tongue to the roof, lightly to the roof of the mouth. That establishes the connection between the two extraordinary meridians, the conception vessel and the governing vessel coming up and around. Let's start with our usual abdominal breathing. So go ahead, put your hands on your abdomen. As you breathe in through the nose, feel the abdomen expand. Then have a pause. And then as you exhale, abdomen moves back towards the spine. Then there's a pause. And then you breathe in again. Nice, deep, long breaths. Shouldn't be strenuous, should be comfortable, but try to extend the time of the inhalation and then the length of the exhalation. And as you do that, feel your feet sinking into the ground. Feel your body settling in. Focus on the breath coming in and out through the nose. Now let's go into wave breathing. So what we're going to do is we're going to leave one hand on the abdomen. Second hand, put up on your chest. As you breathe in, the abdomen expands. Once that's gone out as far as it can, see if you can continue to let the breath fill up your trunk, right up and expand your chest. Then you have a slight pause. Then as you exhale, the chest drops first, and then the abdomen. And let your body rock with this. So as you breathe in, I come forward a little bit, I come up to the chest, and then as I breathe out, I sink back down. So that's why they call it wave breathing. Just focus on the breath. Don't worry about the movement. Try to fill your whole torso with the breath. And then empty the whole torso from the chest down. Good. Bring your hands around to your kidneys. Being winter, we want to make sure we're getting plenty of energy into the kidneys. Let's use the back of the hands. Let's turn big circles rather than the usual just small rubbing. So we're going to turn big circles here. Try to feel the warmth of that energy coming out of your hands. And go ahead and put your thumbs on the front of your hip, fingers on the back. And as you're breathing, see if you can feel the kidneys expand and contract with the breath. Bring the hands around front, palms facing upward. Now the kidney meridian starts at the base of the foot. Basically, I don't know if you can see, right in about here, about 2/3 of the way up the foot, right in the middle there. And if you press in there, it should be a little tender. You just put your thumb in there and massage that. And I would recommend that especially women over a certain age should do this every single night before they go to bed. This is the beginning of the kidney meridian. It's called the K1 or kidney 1 point. And the reason I'm highlighting it, I didn't really mean to get into massaging it, is this: we've got our hands now below our waist. Picture the energy in the ground coming up through that point, then coming up the inside of the legs. And then with our hands, we help lift it up the torso. Our hands rotate in front of the face. And we continue to bring that energy all the way up and send it out into the universe or the heavens. And there's a pause here where you do a shift. And then as you breathe out, you're bringing the energy of the universe back down and all the way down that line and back down deep into the ground. So we breathe in. Slight pause here. Breathe out. Now you notice when I get down here, I do a little added thing. I turn my palms at the last second just to kind of send it down a little easier or more consciously. And then I gather it up and I go back into the posture. No reason that you have to do that. You can just stop here and visualize or feel the energy going down your legs and then bring it back up. One more time. Now this time, just let your left hand come up. I'm going to mirror you. The right hand is going to turn palm down. Left hand comes up, connecting to the heaven and the earth. And you're going to turn your pinkies towards your body, back of the hands cross, and we switch. Breathe in as they come back and cross. Breathe out as you push the hands apart. Make sure to get the pause between the breaths. Focus on sending the energy out and then drawing the energy back down into your body. Sending energy out and then transitioning to gathering energy and bringing it in. Couple more, and finish with your left hand raised, your right hand down. I'm going to do this one, and I'm going to mirror you. So the left hand comes up, right hand stays down. Good, everybody's there. So we're going to cycle the arms around. So the right hand is now on top, left hand is down below. With the right hand, push the energy down, forming a chi ball in the hand. Roll the chi ball over, then go back up. Gather the energy in your palms, roll them over. Push that energy down, concentrate that energy. Feel that chi ball in your hands. Roll it over and go back up. Breathing out as you compress into the ball. Breathe in as you roll the ball. Breathe out as you separate the hands. Breathe in as you rotate around. Breathe out as you compress into the ball. One more time. And this time, rotate the hands around. Compress the energy into a chi ball. Rotate the ball once. Rotate it again, back. And now notice the opposite hand, the right hand comes up. Rotate around. Compress the ball now into the right hand. Rotate the ball once. Right hand now comes up. One more time. Compress it down. Turn the ball on its sides. As you breathe in, let the hands expand a couple inches. As you breathe out, let them come back to the starting point. Relax the fingers and the hands. Try to feel the energy between your palms. Maybe you feel a little tingling in your fingertips, warmth in your palms. Hopefully you can feel the resistance. As you pull away, it's like pulling taffy. And as you push in, it's like pushing against an inflated balloon. So you're going to massage that ball. One more time. Now, it doesn't matter which hand. One hand is going to hold the ball. The other hand goes behind that hand. So you're just cradling the ball. Try not to give it very much thought. Just let your hands take the ball wherever it wants. And you can split your hands and split the ball. So for example, if I'm going to go to my knees, I just go right down to my knees. And just let your body tell you where it needs just a little bit of that extra energy. And just feel that energy enter your body. Feel the warmth of that energy. Breathe it in and let it expand outward from that point. It's like a clearing breath. So breathe in. As you come up to the lungs, lift up onto your toes. And then breathe out and go down. Good. Let's bring the hands up. Facing each other, still feeling the energy between the hands. And just see if you can feel the ball drop as you lean from one side to the other. So I'm holding the ball, the chi ball, lightly in my hands. And as I move off of the center, I can feel the weight of the energy in the bottom hand. One more. Come back to center, still holding it up high. Turn to your left and look behind you through that ball that you're holding. Then bring that ball down and bring it up to the opposite side. Look through. Breathe out as you're looking through the ball. Breathe in as you come back to center. One more time each side. Bring the hands up. right in front of the face, or just slightly higher than the face. And imagine we've got a tree here, a cherry tree. We're going to want to pick and eat the cherries. So what we're going to do is we're going to reach up with our left hand, pick the cherry, pull it down to our mouth. Then the right hand reaches up and rotates outward, picks the cherry, rotates in, brings it back. So really reach way up there. These cherries are a little bit high for you. Way up there, get those cherries. Breathing out as I pick, go up to pick, breathing in as I come back down. One more time, each side, sorry. And just leave the hands up. Let's bring them around to your left side, palms facing you. The hands are going to stay on the left side, over by the left shoulder. The palms turn away. You look over the right shoulder as you push out. Push out and breathe out. Breathe in, turn the palms back towards you. Look at that outer palm. Focus on that outer palm. As you breathe out and you push away and you look over the opposite shoulder, look to the horizon. Dragon spreads its tail. Make sure you're pushing from the heel of your hand, not your fingers. You want to try and prevent locking out that elbow. So by pushing with the heel of my hand rather than my fingers, I can't lock this elbow out. When I push my fingers, notice I can come all the way out. So just push with the heel of your hand. One more time. Bring it into the center. Push the energy you no longer need down into the ground to be recycled. Bring up fresh energy and go to your right side. Push away and look over your left shoulder. One more time. Bring it in and push it down. Bring your hands so they're facing the ground, feet a little wider than shoulder width apart, so you've got a nice stable ground. You're going to lift your hands up as you as you go back on your heels. As your hands come down, you go into your toes. And so you're just rocking back and forth. Couple more. And slow it down. Good. Let's take our hands, bring them together in almost like the heart shape. Rub the fingernails. You can get the thumbnails involved as well, so that you're kind of making it like a sound like a washboard. Energizing all the meridians in our hands. And slow it down. Just open your hands, palms facing each other. See if you can feel the energy flowing between them now. Good. So everybody's got some kind of, to use the English expression, niggly problem. Sometimes even worse than just niggly. But something we haven't done in a while, we did quite a while ago. Sword fingers. It's a really nice technique to use. What you want to do is take whichever hand, the thumb comes in and holds the two fingers like this, where these two, the first and second finger, point straight out. If you direct that at the other hand, at the palm, just go straight across. See if you can feel that blade from this sword that we have cutting through your palm, and then go back and forth very slowly through your hand. And just see if you can feel, imagine this is like the lightsaber in Star Wars, and you've just got this beam of energy coming out from these fingers and slice back and forth. Do that for a couple times, and then go 90 degrees. Good. Now, point it directly at the palm, pull it back until you really don't feel anything in that palm anymore. And then slowly push the blade through the palm and pull it back. Good. Okay. So hopefully everybody's feeling, keep the sword fingers together. You can do it with either hand. You can, quite honestly, you can do it with both hands. So for example, if you wanted to work your hips, I can do both hands, kind of like a gunslinger. And I'm just going to go back and forth on my hips, go up and down, in and out. Find those points where it really feels a little sensitive. And just try to activate the energy that might be stuck, might be blocked. And what you're doing is you're breaking up those blockages and allowing for the flow. So you can do that for the heart, you can do that for a shoulder, whatever feels good. Good. Go ahead and put your hands now on your hips. You can use sword fingers anytime. If you're not feeling the chi ball, just do a little bit of activation like we did before, and that should kind of activate the energy between your palms. Go ahead and put your hands on your hips, fingers forward. Nice big hip rotations. So all out of the hips and the waist. Just let everything loosen up. And reverse. Now, just using the very bottom of your spine, draw little circles in the ground. So imagine you have like a pencil at the very bottom of your spine, reaching down to the ground, and you're just making little circles. Reverse. Good. Go to a wide stance. Let's do the horse stance for a moment. So feet are turned out roughly at 45, but that's what you got to find what's comfortable for you. The idea is as they're turned out, one, the knee, as you bend down from the knees, not the waist. As you bend down from the knees follow the same angle. So if I had left my foot straight ahead, notice my knee's going this way, my foot's going this way, and that's really bad for your knees. You want to make sure it's following that same angle. Then the other key to this is you're not pushing the knees forward. You always want to be able to see your toes. The knees should never go beyond the toes. You want to put a little more weight into the heels and lean back just a little bit. If you want, put your hands on your thighs and just make believe you're sitting on a stool. Sit up nice and straight. And then just allow yourself to sink down. And then come on back up. Everybody have that posture? Everybody's comfortable, hopefully. Don't go any deeper than's comfortable, or just a little bit. Obviously, it's not going to be completely comfortable, but a little bit of stress is fine. But don't overstress it. Certainly don't go into pain. All right, so if you're just going to go like this, that's fine. You can go deeper, whatever works for you. So we're going to do a posture called the turtle. So the idea here is we go down into the horse riding stance. Go ahead and put your hands on your thighs. Give yourself that little added support. Now bend forward just a little bit. Tuck the chin. Drop the chest in, and then loop it back around. So I open the chin as I come up, and I'm making circles with my head. You want to make it a little more challenging, take your hands away. To get your full backbone to go back and forth, snaking. And reverse. Couple more. And slow it down. See if you can stay in that horse riding stance just for a moment longer. Drop down into it. If you want your hands on your thighs just to give yourself a little more support, that's fine. The idea here is you want to try and prevent yourself from bending over, sitting up as nice, as straight as you can. Just take a couple of breaths here. And come on up. Shake it out. Good. And we're going to alternate side to side, sort of a balance movement, swish, swish. So you can pick whichever side you want. I call that my post leg. So that's the leg, knee is slightly bent. You never lock out your knee. You're going to pick the foot up off the ground, the opposite foot off the ground. You're going to go to the side, back to the starting point, lift the knee, put it down. Then switch. This becomes the post leg. Across, back, up, down. Swish, swish, and I don't know what you'd call the last movement. Find that focal point about 12 feet in front of you. That will help a lot with the balance. Stare at that point. One more time each side. And shake it out. Just do bring down the heavens once. So palms up as you breathe in. Feel the weight of the energy in your palms. Breathe out as you push that energy down your body, all the way down your torso, down your legs, out the bottom of your feet, deep into the ground. Just stay in that earth position for a second. Feel the energy flowing out of your palms. Bring your feet together, fairly close together. Put your hands on your knees. Knees come together. So the hands are just above the knees, trying to feel the energy come out of the palms, going into the knees, and rotate them around. And reverse. Good. Keeping the legs fairly close together still. You can separate them just a little bit. Intertwine your fingers, but the first fingers are sticking up. So we bring them all the way up the body to the heaven. Look up and stretch upward. Take the hands now, put them behind your neck, and bend down. All the way up. And then down. Breathing in as you go up. Breathing out as you go down. It's called the arrow. One more time. Bring it down to chest height. Release the hands. Stay in the prayer position for a moment. Go to a wider stance. Push the palms together as you sink down. Breathe in. Raise the hands. Prayer position above the head. Pushing the palms together as you breathe out and sink down. Pressing palms. Don't feel like you're glued to the floor. Adjust your stance to make it the most comfortable, to make it the most effortless. One more. Good. Bring down the heavens. Feel the energy as you lift it up. Breathing in, breathe out as you push it down. Let's do that twice more. Good. Keeping the hands down. Go ahead and take the left hand, bring it up and around. As it comes around, the palm turns up. Even though it's sideways from the other hand, the energy is pushing that hand upward. Then both palms turn down, and then you sweep up with the other hand. Kuan Yin paints the rainbow. So gather the energy, and then force that other hand to rise from that energy, and then they both sink down, sending energy into the earth. One more time each side. Good. Bring the feet shoulder width apart and just let your hands drift up. Let's change that. Let's your hands almost drift up in front of you, but the arms drift up. The hands are relaxed. At the last moment, hands straighten out. Then they come in and down. So we breathe in and breathe out. Now let's do a little bit differently. The hands go out, finish up, come down. This time let the fingertips face each other as you come up. And then open, heart to the sky. Breathe out as you come back, compress the chest. Breathe in, open the chest, receive all of that energy. Spreading it through the body as you compress. One more time. Bring your feet together. Drop the hands down. Energy goes down the body, deep into the ground. Right hand goes below the lower dantian, a couple of inches below the belly button. The left hand turns palm up, scoops up that energy, but the first finger and the thumb separate. Come all the way up and then come straight down with the thumb facing the center line of your body as you breathe out. Then we switch. Breathe in. Breathe out. Centering. Balancing the energies of the three dantians. The upper dantian, the middle dantian, the lower dantian. Housing wisdom chi, love chi, vitality chi. See if you can feel the energy coming out of that space between the thumb and the first finger. You close your eyes, you'll be able to sense where the hand is in relation to your body just by that energy coming out. You feel the energy of the body balancing out. Last one. Finish with one hand over the other, doesn't matter which hand is on top. Either interlace the thumbs or hold at the wrist. The thumb is about where the belly button is. That puts the palm just below the belly button, which is where your lower dantian is. Take 3 lazy circles up to the diaphragm and down. And reverse 3 times. And just feel your body vibrating, vibrant with that energy. Become aware of that feeling of peace. That feeling of being healthy. Of being safe. Take a deep breath and gather those feelings and hold on to them for the rest of the day. Thank you.